Good morning. It is Friday, May 7th, I believe, and this is a Board of Selectmen, Lakeville Board of Selectmen meeting. So in accordance with the governor's order suspending certain provisions of the open meeting law, general law, chapter 38, section 20, relating to the 2020 coronavirus outbreak emergency, the May 7th, 2021 public meeting of the Board of Selectmen shall be physically closed to the public to avoid group congregation. However, to view this meeting in progress, please go to facebook.com/LakeCAM, and you do not need a Facebook account to view the meeting. This meeting will be recorded and available to be viewed at a later date, www.lakecam.tv/. As a preliminary matter, like I mentioned, I'm Leah Fabian, Chairman of the Lakeville Board of Selectmen. Let me confirm that all members, staff, and persons anticipated on the agenda are present and can hear me. So I'll start with the Board of Selectmen. Rich LaCamera.
Here.
Lorraine Carboni.
Here.
We have with us Clorinda Dunphy, who is Human Resource Director.
Here.
And Chief Mike O'Brien.
I'm here.
Okay. So we do have an executive session planned for this meeting, but before we do that, I'm going to take the last couple of items out of order, and we're going to go right away to number 3, new business. And I believe that is why the chief is with us and the human resource director to talk about job descriptions, correct?
Yes.
Okay. You want to give us a rundown, Chief?
Well, due to the recent appointment of Deputy Chief Grant Select, it starts a chain reaction of internal promotions, and we're seizing this opportunity to update the job descriptions to better match the applicants I want and reflect the true nature of the job. So I collaborated with Clorinda Dunphy and the union leadership to come up with an approved job description that I like and that everybody likes, and we're putting it before you to be approved.
Okay, thank you. I think Clorinda had sent that out to the 3 selectmen yesterday. Did you both receive that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
actually it was sent out a week ago.
Yep. Yeah, and then I asked Clorinda to send it out yesterday just because instead of, so if we vote on it today, we still have to ratify it, but at least if we vote on it today, the chief can start, doing his thing, and we'll just ratify the vote at our next meeting. So does anyone have any questions on those job descriptions?
No.
No,
Okay.
I'm good.
All right. They really didn't seem super different to me, Chief, correct? It wasn't like you made really big changes.
The most significant change allows me to hire medic students if I don't have a qualified medic candidate. So, and the other thing is we added some physical requirements too, specifically sites, the ability to lift things and do firefighter operations, things like that. Sorry about the sirens.
Oh, that's okay. Okay. So I'll take a chance here. If I'll entertain a motion to approve the job descriptions as presented.
So moved.
Madam Chair, what are those job description names, please, for the record?
Do you have them, Mike? Because I didn't print them out.
The first one is firefighter paramedic. And the second one, I was hitting the wrong mouse.
Fire lieutenant.
Yeah, job description, fire lieutenant. Thank you.
Okay. So I'll entertain a motion to approve the job descriptions for firefighter, paramedic, and fire lieutenant.
So moved.
Okay.
Second.
Any conversation? Okay. Rich, I appreciate the heads up on needing the names there. All those in favor?
Carboni, aye.
The camera, aye.
And Fabian, aye. All right. I think that's it. That's it, right? Right, Chief?
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Okay. There's just a couple of things under old business that I have. I just wanted to make a couple of clarifications on a couple of points that Selectman Carboni brought up at our last meeting. One was on the mulch that the Lions had spread for us in the intersections there right at 18 and 105. I did check with town accountant, and yes, the money to pay for the mulch comes from a gift account. I couldn't twist his arm to be with us this morning, but if anyone has any further questions on that, they can send an email to the selectman's office, call me, or anything like that. The other one was on the junk licenses. I think Selectman Carboni brought up why the other two weren't inspected that we approved that day. And I could maybe find the notes here, but and I checked with the clerk and with the zoning enforcement person, who's Nate Darling. And he said, these activities are licensed by the town clerk upon authorization by the Board of Selectmen, and thus it would be my opinion that either the town clerk or Board of Selectmen could request that the properties be inspected, but the bylaw does not require it. So, of course, being Nate, he said, in hindsight, I should have whipped together a third memo for the remaining two. But I said to him, I don't think you should have to give us a justification of why you didn't do work that wasn't required. So, so I think, I'm glad Lorraine brought it up, and now we all know that, that they didn't have to be inspected. So, anyone else for new or old business, even though they're lumping them together?
No, I appreciate you following up on those issues, Leah, truly.
Thanks. Yeah, thanks for bringing them up. I've always said if I don't know something, I will find the answer. All right. Well, with that being said, I will entertain a motion to go into executive session pursuant to Mass General Law, Chapter 30A, Section 21A3, to discuss strategy with respect to collective bargaining, specifically the police union, if an open meeting may have a detrimental effect on the bargaining position of the board, and the chair so declares, and the chair declares. Does anyone want to make that motion?
So moved.
Okay.
Second.
Any conversation on that?
Mm-mm.
Okay. I didn't think we had any other business to come before the board, right? I asked you guys if there was anything else.
Mhm.
All right. So all those in favor of going into executive session and not to come back to open session?
Carboni, aye.
LaCAM, aye.
Baby and I. Thank you, everyone. Have a good morning. Thank you, LakeCAM